Tonight, we lead you through some new details we have learned about Detroit's bankruptcy.
Yeah, Judge Stephen Rhodes will have to make some key decisions fairly soon, and this includes the issue of whether another court can decide if Kevin Orr will continue as emergency manager.
That's right. 7 Action News reporter Jim Kurtzner spent the day in court today. And Jim, what can we expect the judge to rule?
We should know by the end of the week. It is another federal judge, George Stee, who has the case from the NAACP. Is the emergency manager law in Michigan constitutional?
Our case is specifically along the lines of voting rights. We've always maintained that, and it's bigger than the city of Detroit. Half of the African Americans in this state live under one-man rule. That's wrong.
We have independent constitutional rights, the right to vote, which the NAACP has always stood for.
On another issue, the judge must decide if a civil lawsuit can go forward against the city and 2 police officers in a cop-on-cop murder-suicide. Patricia Williams was killed by her husband, homicide detective Ed Williams. He then committed suicide.
It's difficult. I mean, the reality is you've got 2 Detroit police officers.
That was in 2009, and the claim in the suit is that 2 other officers protected Ed Williams from criminal prosecution when he assaulted his wife in the days leading up to killing her.
They have family members that are Detroit police officers or former Detroit police officers. It's very difficult.
And attorneys for the AFSCME union got the okay from the bankruptcy judge to let a state administrative law judge rule on a case that could pay the union tens of millions of dollars. It centers on a 13th check retirees were paid from the pension fund that was stopped by the city council in 2011. The city argues those extra payments cost the pension fund almost $2 billion. That financial issue remains in bankruptcy court.
This is a victory for collective bargaining. Basically, we want this issue has gone on before this process and before this administrative law judge for a year and a half, and so we at least like the bankruptcy court to have the benefit of that decision.
And that judge retires on Friday. That's why they want his ruling.
And
now.
Jim, you've been on this story from the very beginning. You've been digging deeper into this case, and I understand that you've got some key evidence that will be used to challenge the bankruptcy?
That's right. Coming up on 7 Action News at 6, I'm going to be answering some very important questions. Were Kevin Orr and his former law firm, Jones Day, handpicked by the governor? And was there a package deal before anything was approved by the city council and the state? Our new evidence that will be part of the bankruptcy case just ahead. 7 Action News at 6.